What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the vlog. Today I'm taking you guys with me on the road. I am going to pick up our stallion, Cashin Chics, or also known in the barn as John Wayne. And you guys are going to find out later in this episode that and probably by the name of the video, that John Wayne is going from the life of a stallion to the life of a gelding. He is one of my prides and joys per se. He's an own son of Smart Chic Olena out of an own daughter of Nu Chex to Cash. He's won almost $8,000 in the show pen very early on in his career. Sustained a bit of an injury which held him back in the show career, and so we've owned him for the last several years. We've been continuing with his education, as well as with also the help of my friend Shelby Winstead at CWH Horsemanship. She's been an integral part of helping us with him. And now I'm headed down to BT Performance Horses in their Stallion station to pick him up, because tomorrow things are going to change. And the reason I really wanted to vlog this and share with you guys why we're doing this is because there's so many horses, so many stallions out there that don't need to be stallions. And you know, geldings, I love mares, and geldings are great too, but really at the end of the day, stallions live a very different lifestyle sometimes. As much as we want to give them the life that would be best for them, in our particular case, John Wayne would do fantastic all through the fall and the winter months, but when it came down to the spring and early summer, he really struggled. And so I'm going to share with you guys more about that, but basically we decided to geld him for his own happiness. So anyway, we're going to hit the road here. My gas is just about done filling up. We're going to take you guys with us, so let's go. All right, guys, so got John Wayne back here to our farm here at our facility. Obviously he's feeling pretty fresh, feeling pretty good. I'm just going to turn him here in the round pen for a little bit. His appointment with the vet is tomorrow, so we're going to let him hang out here in the round pen for a little bit, stretch his legs, get a good roll in. He's going to spend the night in the stall, and then we're going to make that transition tomorrow. Hey, good morning, everybody. So today's the day. JW, John Wayne, Cashin Chics, everything that you guys know him as. He's becoming a gelding today. I'm really happy for him, because this is something that I think is going to make his life a lot more enjoyable. And as you guys have kind of seen, that's a big reason of why we're doing this. But I'm out here getting my morning run in, and I got to thank my wife, Meredith, because she's the one that's taking him to the clinic today, because we were planning on laying down at the farm and doing a regular gelding session per se, but he's pretty well endowed, kind of to say the least. And so we deemed it better and more necessary that we're going to take him into the clinic, and he's going to go under anesthesia, which means they're going to be able to leave the emasculators on for a while. What's going to happen is it's going to minimize the chance of a hernia. It's going to minimize the amount of bleeding that would happen from a surgery like this, because the cord's bigger, everything's a lot bigger down there because he's a 7-year-old. And so we're going to go. We've made that decision. The vet clinic's worked with us on that, and it's going to be in his best interest. I'm off to a clinic today in Minnesota, so I'm in getting my morning run in, and then I've got about a 13-hour drive ahead of me here. So I'm gonna get back to my run. We're gonna show you guys this process. You guys take care.
Hey guys, good morning. Today is the day for Mr. John Wayne. We are about to go get loaded up here. This morning it's just me and him. Colton is on his way to a clinic. So we're gonna go hop in the horse trailer and head over to Haggard Equine Medical for his surgery with Dr. Sandow. They are ready for him. So we're gonna go see how this goes. I'm excited to bring you guys along. So let's go get loaded up. Here we go. I just picked John Wayne back up from the clinic and everything is going really well so far. It is Saturday afternoon. I dropped him off yesterday morning and they wanted to keep him overnight just so that their team of 24-hour staff could monitor any swelling or bleeding or anything, you know, that might have come up post-surgery. And thankfully, everything seems to be going really well so far. They haven't had any type of issues with the surgery area, with bleeding or additional swelling or anything like that. So a huge thank you to the entire staff at Hagerty Equine Medical for looking after our guy, for sending us some videos of him after the surgery. Anyway, we got him loaded up. We're about to head back home, and it's just me and him for the rest of the weekend. So hopefully we can figure this out and keep things going on the right track. Fingers crossed we don't run into any of those things. Like I said, so far it's been going really well. You know, just in the 12 hours post-surgery, and let's pray that it keeps going in that direction, especially while Colton is gone. I am trying to keep this as easy as possible on all of us. So I'm gonna take this guy home and get him unloaded, get him in a stall, and we'll catch you guys later. We'll keep you guys posted on how the recovery process is going for Mr. John Wayne.
All right, guys, so we're here with Mr. John Wayne. He's eating some dinner, and I wanted to share with you guys how his surgery went. It's a little while after surgery, and he is healed up amazingly well. So like I said, we took him into the clinic, they laid him down, and he came out of surgery, didn't bleed a bit, didn't have any swelling, and it went super well. I mean, I cannot believe how well it went. And after that experience, I don't know that if I'm gelding an aged horse, I don't know that I would do it any other way, because we sent it to Haggard, they laid him down. I'm so thrilled with how it worked out. This guy has had such a good transition. He's out here in his paddock, enjoying some nice Kentucky evening. And one of the other things I wanted to share with you guys is the decision to go ahead and geld an aged horse. I had mentioned to you guys that this horse really struggled in the springtime. You know, mare hormones started flowing and things got really difficult. I bought this horse as a breeding stallion. You want to be in the video? Say hey to everybody. I bought him for our breeding program specifically. We didn't buy him to show him, and we brought him to ride him, have fun with him, and to breed him. And if I had the opportunity to show him, I would. And so there was a bit of a plan that was conceived. There was a business plan, and there was the reason that we were spending the money we were spending to purchase this horse was to launch our breeding program and to bring in mare power, all centered around, not centered on necessarily stallion, but buying mares to accompany the stallion to help promote him. When you're standing a stud, you have to provide them with your own mares so that you can support that stallion and get offspring out there and show people what they can actually produce, because it's a risk when you're taking what we would call a junior sire, a sire that has not proven himself in the breeding shed. He proved himself very well in the show arena, but he hadn't proved himself in the breeding shed. So you have to kind of put your own skin on the line and say, hey, we believe in this horse and we're breeding our own mares to him. Hey, buddy. And we really believe in him. So before I cut him, we did freeze semen on him. We froze about 50 breedings to him that is available for purchase, but also we're going to be utilizing that to cross on our own mares. But this still was a decision that was not easy. It wasn't one that was taken lightly at all. It was one that it really took me a little while to think on, but from the horseman standpoint, I really had to realize that it was in his best interest to go ahead and geld him. He's going to be much happier. It's going to take a little while for him to kind of settle down. You guys can see he's still kind of busy even when he eats. He'll come over and get some pets, but he's still kind of busy. He thinks quite a bit, and that's naturally how he was been minded. You know, he's a push ride, but he's a little busy minded, and so that only became worse when the breeding season came on. And just ultimately, guys, he wasn't happy. You know, he wasn't happy when spring hit all the way through early summer. It was just kind of miserable on him, and now I'm able to turn him out. There's horses around him, and he's not squealing and running the fence. He's out here grazing all day, and so he's gonna be able to put on some more weight. I think he's gonna be mentally more sound. We're gonna get him to where we can turn him out with other horses. But
I want to stress the idea that if you have a stud that maybe you have done the same thing that we have done, and you bought him with the purpose of breeding them, and that doesn't, and you find out that horse is not happy, that horse is struggling internally, and that the quality of life is now becoming in question, then at some point we have to make the decision of what's better for that horse. Thankfully, with the day and age, with where we're at, we can freeze semen. So that semen's gonna last for a while, and we're gonna be able to still have little John Wayne babies for as long as we want to, you know, at least with the 50 breedings. And I think that's gonna be more than enough. He's gonna, you know, he's by a Smart Chic Olena out of owned our Nu Chex cash. He won almost $8,000. He sustained an injury before he really kind of got out of his futurity year. So whether he had and he's conformationally really well built, and he's got a lot going for him. I think he's gonna be a phenomenal cross, even with the frozen semen. But really important, I think he's gonna be happier. I think he's gonna be a much happier horse. He's already easier to deal with. My wife didn't like dealing with him when he was a stud, just because he had his little tendencies, and now she really likes him. And so we're really excited. We have babies by him on the ground this year, and really excited for what's to come with this horse. We're gonna, you know, he might be available for sale down the road, but we're gonna retain the breeding rights on all the semen from the business standpoint, because I really like this horse. He's a cool dude, and I just hope that this video, if anything, it brings you guys a little insight. It was a struggle for us to decide to do this emotionally and financially, but at the end of the day, you've got to do what's right for these animals. I think once you do that, it'll all work out. You just can't make too many mistakes, right? Otherwise you bleed your bank account dry. But at the end of the day, I mean, this horse already, they say what a good stud's a great gelding, and that's going to be true. That's going to be really, really true. So guys, I appreciate you watching this vlog. I hope that you guys found this insightful and helpful. Always, you know, if you have questions about your own horses, questions about what we're doing with our horses, feel free, put them down in the comments below. We're trying to use this vlog to open the doors up on what we're doing, have a little fun, have a little entertainment, and also share with you guys some of the educational lessons that we're learning along this journey, because it's one hell of a journey. So guys, thanks for being along with us. We'll catch you guys on the next vlog. Take care, guys.